Monsieur Moliere, he penned Les Femmes Savantes in 1672, when women haunt the candlelit salons in Paris, France, and learned ladies labored to enhance their reputations in the highest arts, attracting pedants poets who did their parts to give what passed for TED Talks of that age, a boring epigram on every page of their thick volumes, essays, epic rhymes. Thank God they don't exist in modern times. Now men and women just illuminate their laptops and smartphones and ruminate upon the inside views that podcasts reveal to tell them what is fake and what is real. The mainstream media is fixed and totally false. Don't cry for all that fabricated schmaltz. Don't fret or fume for others you don't know who seem to suffer in some video. Do not believe in what you seem to see. Perhaps that kid deserves such cruelty. His parents crossed the border and should know that what they reap their criminal acts do sow. The Karens in the know will call the cops, will cast a light on all the secret ops, the dark cabals with pedophilic aims. So pay no heed to un-American claims. Arrange your cap and show your colors proud. Abase the ignorant with your shouting loud. We see right through your leftist commie lies. Come for my gun, I'll kill the fag who tries to take away my God-given right and voice, who cheats me out of my constitutional choice. What would Moliere have written of this time, with human folly begging for his rhyme to place divided nations in our view, by showing us a family cut in two, a marriage torn apart by dark mistrust of truth and science, and the love which must resolve all conflict and uncertainty, unraveling thoughts of gross conspiracy. So this is merely based on old Moliere, and offered on YouTube with love and care, to spark a laugh, a smile, a bit of peace, that all uncivil unrest may now cease.
May God forbid! Do you truly intend to marry with that godless lesbian? No rightful minister would dare to bless such sinful blasphemy at your request.
Oh, no?
Yes! I mean, no. And I defy you, sister, and your dear Charlene to try.
Why does the notion of our love repel you?
Your love. For shame.
But why?
For shame, I tell you. Your own eternal soul is put in peril to think of wedding. What is her name? Cheryl? She's not our kind. And you don't even know your natural desires and where they flow.
My natural desires? And what would they be?
Just come home from that college and you'll see. You're twisted by the learning you've been given. It's taught you men love men and women women. Those liberal professors, so impure, pretend classes are in literature. But clearly, you've been brainwashed, led astray by left-wing Antifa. It's not our way. They twist your small-town blessed abstinence with chakra stones and sexual incense. Aromatherapy is a form of dogma. They shove it up your nose and then they've gotcha.
This way you speak of that shares not our kind? I have to wonder what you have in mind about what's natural to me since my youth and what is false or your imagined truth. Because our mother chooses not to hear what I've proclaimed for years, made loud and clear that I love men and women. My desires exceed your piddling, wispy little fires. I'm passionate by nature, and now find I've left dear Cuyahoga far behind. The rigid, frozen dogma that you've swallowed is not some natural order to be followed by blind, subservient daughters, slavish sons.
Oh, just shut up. Come home. Come home at once. You'll break our mother's heart if you pursue this heathenish, carnal, left-wing love, which you mistake for something our dear Lord intended. And so our sainted mom should be commended for decades of her toil, sweat, and bother, despite feeble resistance from our father, and furthering the cause of the righteous right, declaring and defining day and night what concepts are false, fake, the foul fiend's friend. The scripture saith, only evil hath the fleshly urge to drool and prod and poke thine own sex's sex.
You're such a joke! Mandy, why did you never move away from that podunk place? Listen, come and stay with me for just a few weeks, and you'll see the freedom of an open mind that's free of Mom's insane decrees of right and wrong.
I am right where I should be, where I belong.
Listen, I've hit the road. I'm in my van to get away a while. You understand?
All by yourself? You just left school? But how?
They moved all our classes online now. I find a campground offering internet and use my laptop. Even better yet, I can attend my lit class on my iPhone.
But aren't you frightened out there all alone?
Cher calls me twice a day. She's always there. But it's a trip I'd kind of like to share. So how about I drive home? You pack a case and we'll go!
Where?
Who cares? You pick a place. Just somewhere far away from Mom's denial. Can't we pretend we're sisters for a while?
You pray to Bernie, Kamla, and that ilk. It seems you've spat out our dear mother's milk, which should have vaccinated you against these lesbianic choices you've commenced.
Shit, you made me cry. I always think I've escaped this family bond, this link that makes me give a shit what you and Mom may say about me, but I know I'm from this madhouse of insane beliefs and fears. No wonder I've been crying all these years.
When Mom's book is out and in shops, I bet your nose so high and mighty drops. She's finished her great manuscript and now will be regaled, famous in every town, for authoring the book of righteous words, which will erase the liberal turds, flush them away with all the fetid waste, and leave the clear, still waters of good taste. The Kinko's called this morning. It's all done. 300 copies. Ask her, please, for one.
One moment, please. Pause your stupid exposition. Cher's calling me. Tell her what Mother's wishing to gain with her great work, her dictionary. I've heard it all my life. My God. It's scary how long she's been perversely dedicated to righteous words while we were second-rated. No wonder you're bug nuts and I'm a mess. Father's the only one who's had success.
Now who's expositing? What's past is past. I've heard this all before and never asked to hear your side again. It's all fake news. Oh, answer the darn phone and find out who's so awfully rude.
I told you it's my share.
Hey, babe! Ha! I thought that you'd still be there. And here's your rigid sister, Mandy. Hi. How nice to smell you once again. So why the long delay? Did you tell her our plans? Have you been crying?
Yes, and she demands I see our love as wicked and impure. Says, I can't love a woman, and she's sure you're a godless lessee, and I'm mad to think my love for you's not sick and sad and twisted, part of liberal education, like doubting Jesus, trying masturbation, believing in the Holocaust, and science, that Black Lives Matter, showing a defiance to anything our mother deems as true. She swallowed all this crap without a clue There might be other views, some rational facts beyond our misled mamas.
Oh, you tax my patience with your snowflake libtard sass and your ball of wicked friends, such as your bed friend Claire there. So it's no surprise when you betray what's real and true for lies.
For fuck's sake! Hen, go wipe your nose and dry those eyes. Now, Mandy, I suppose we'll never love each other, and it's clear.
Love you? No, never. I won't even hear your pervert words.
My God.
Your profanation. There can be no excuse, no explanation for the illicit sexual entangling, the steamy wiggling, sordid, sweaty wrangling.
Wrangling?
Like mannish cowgirls with their ropes lassoing bulls, so you and Hen have hopes of tying marital knots of.
S&M? I never thought your anal fears might stem from reading too much softcore bodice rippers. Fantasizing of tight jeans and zippers, luscious bosoms offering delight. You know, you're quite attractive in that light. Is that a ring thing you're using there?
You are so depraved. Yes, it's an LED.
Pops out your bulging eyes. And now I see the creamy white complexion of your neck, the fullness of your...
Please show some respect. Don't flirt with me. Don't dare to think that I could be... Oh, dear God. Did you just wink?
I love it when you use his name in vain. Your sacrilege gets me, drives me insane. Don't tell your sis, but all your talk of wrangling and, what did you say, steamy entangling, very suggestive. I might think you're trying to lure me with these offers you're implying. I'd come to you and trace you with my tongue. When share stings, baby cakes, you know you're stung. We play cowgirl and bull and tie some knots.
There is nothing I want further from my thoughts. I'd sooner kiss Kamala than kiss you.
All right, I'll play the vixen VP too.
Hen, come back and see.
No, not before we made our plans, Mandy.
You foul, beslutted tramp. Hen, did you hear what she was saying? Surely now you fear the illnesses she has in mind and body. The only talk she seems to talk is potty.
My, what brought this on? Why now so fierce? Now glaring with those piggy eyes to pierce the thickest steel, when I'm so meek and mild? A virgin lamb, a simple blushing child. I never said the slightest word so rude to prompt this tirade from a mind so lewd. She made a pass at me, would you believe it?
Pass? At you?
Surely you do perceive it's her, your lover there, who thinks I could be queer, who stares at me with that lascivious leer, who finds me so vivacious and alluring. Such infidelity you'll be enduring if you stay with her.
I doubt I ever said that you're vivacious or that you allure me.
Hen, don't believe her. Oh my goodness gracious. She said she wanted to trace me with her tongue and sting and do some Camilla Vixen thing.
Kamala? As in Harris?
It's insane, the ravings of a narcissistic brain.
Mandy, I am stunned, aghast.
Of course.
I guess it was too good to last. I'm so embarrassed. I apologize.
And so you should.
To share. I knew my family's loopy, but who knew Mandy is a closeted queer too?
It happens, though. I think that my appeal can flip a sexual preference.
This is unreal. You're both fucked up and little shits.
I love it when you cuss. Those heaving tits, those precious little cheeks so red and blushed.
Oh, poop on you!
Well, haven't we been shushed? I'm so sorry that she hurt you. Made you cry.
I should have known. I don't even know why I called her. It's Mom I have to tell.
And we both know that won't go very well.
Mm.
How about your Aunt Belize, your mother's pal? Isn't she helping with the book somehow?
The Book of Righteous Words? Oh, yeah. Belle's editor and funded it as well. To have it published at some copy shop? Mom's driving there today to pick it up.
Why don't we call her up? You know, on Skype, so that she can be convinced that I'm the type of person you should marry.
So you hope that she could help persuade my mother to cope with the idea of you and I engaged?
In war, unlikely warfare must be waged.
But Belle's as spineless as my father, Chris. She follows Mother's every whim and is this lovely grade school teacher, my sweet aunt. She taught me in first grade, so she can't see I'm all grown up. She can't conceive I love anyone. She can't believe I'm toilet trained and don't still suck my thumb.
Come on. Besides your dad, I'm sure there's some relative of yours who's on our side. Or would be, if we simply called and tried.
I have my online class. It's 10 a.m. Okay, I'll call her, but I don't know when.
Text me her number. I'll give her a call. You just log into class, don't fret at all. We've met. She knows that I'm your friend, correct?
I've talked about you, but she won't suspect my friend from college also shares my bed.
Well, I won't tell her that. Just say we're to wed. That all will happen later, in good time.
Cher, I love you.
And I love you. You're mine.
WKW2K. Our thanks goes out to Mr. Elmer Green for those words of support and deep esteem. I try to spread the word, let it be known, that the deep state, as I have always shown time and again, in all my heartfelt pleas, to bring the evil left upon their knees, and see the light, as spoken by our leader, that the deep state is digging only deeper. WKW2K. You know that Dr. Tristan does not lie. We know what we know. Oh my, so click on the subscribe you see below. Email your full, complete credit info, your bank account and debit numbers, fine. Or send a check, signed on that bottom line. The money's not my goal, only a start to help unveil conspiracy's dark heart. WKW2K.
So when I asked to speak with this guy's boss, complaining of the outrageous cost, which, as I said, of course he added wrong. These people could never do math, along with proper English and good business sense. Well, suddenly he gets real intense, says he's the manager. Can you imagine? Of course, for snowflakes, those kind are the fashion. These leftist copy shops, their liberal ways and these, equal employment days? Racism, as you know, why, it appalls me, but commie socialism really gulls me into a rage. I said...
Go.
You run this place?
That's right. And big surprise, despite my race, I own it too.
Oh, don't you take that tone with me and put away that goddamn phone. Let me see the bill.
Ma'am, please let go of my phone.
Of course I will, if you'll prove you're not just some copy boy.
I'll call the cops.
Oh, go ahead. Annoy our men in blue you're hoping to defund.
You said that to his face? I'm stunned. You still have his phone? I don't see how.
He ran back in his office. It's mine now.
The office?
No, the phone. He locked the door, called the cops, so I ran from the store. WKW2K.
You took his phone?
And grabbed my box of books. Bitches in that line gave me such looks.
You didn't pay?
No, I just drove away.
What's that, a siren?
Well, I have to go.
Yes, flee the crime scene with your loot. Just blow. Call me while you're on the lam so I can tell Chris where. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh my. Perhaps that's him calling now. Hello? Hello? I'm sorry, I'm not sure how low my volume on this laptop thing should be. It says 82, so I'll try.
Felice, it's too low now. Just turn it higher. Your volume, it's on the screen. Don't shake the wire. That won't do anything. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Just turn it up from 3. Never mind. I'll do the talking, yes? You just listen. I'll do the rest. Remember who I am? I'm Hen's friend, Cher. You do? That's great. Oh, yes, I changed my hair. I think that's what you're saying. Are you well? That's great, as far as I can tell. I'm calling on behalf of Hen. Oh yes, they're very cute. And soft. And I'm so pleased to love them so much that they'll be my wife. That's right. And for forever. For my life. That's right. I'll smother them with kisses. And hug them tight. And we'll be each other's misses. Fuck. I'm just not sure you understand.
I didn't catch all that, but I'm sure you should be far more coy, far more demure. One cannot speak so openly of love until it is sanctified by him above.
By him above, you mean the Lord your God.
Of course not him. You spicy little bod. No. Silly girl, but by Hen's father, Chris. And let's not speak of this to Sis. My in-law, Chris's wife, and Hen's stern mom. Such love's a different, sinful world, far from the praying, Bibled faith she freely spouts. One word of this, and we'll be on the outs.
So you're good with our love. You're on our side.
Don't tell Hen's mom, but I could never hide a love that dares not speak its name till now.
Well, you see, that's why I called. I thought that being older, you could find some stratagem that might convince her mind our love will never go away or change.
A love that can't be wrong, however strange, to the eyes that will not see. The depths of the deep love you feel for me.
For you?
Oh, yes! Your words just now weren't clear. The speaker thingy actually hurt my ear. But I saw all those hot, non-verbal signs. And now my pent-up heart boldly declines to ever speak. It's ever deny my answering lust to yours.
But
the mall is open! Rummage through my stores! Pretend you're rich and on a shopping spree. Shop until you drop on me on clearance. Victoria's Secret. Sweet treats! The Gap! Welcome to Belle's Kiosk. Look, here's an app that you can download to have your smartphone vibrating with my name until you answer timidly and tame. Police, 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 police.
And now she's hit the mute again. Just wait, I can't hear you. She thinks I want her. Great. I'll call you later and we'll clear this mess. I'm just too irresistible, I guess. They come out of the closet just to stare.
A fantasy come true. Crap. Oh, she's not there. Oh, crap. I should have asked her about Hen and where she'll be and when. Oh, Phyllis needs our help. Now let me look for Henny's number. Lord, her mom's a crook.
WKW2K. Yes, Dr. Tristan's grateful for your trust. We give away your PayPal funds to us, and in return I'll send my loving herd a copy of the Book of Righteous Words. A merest postage, shipping, and handling fee will bring this blessed volume straight to thee, brand new and written by the doctor's own sweet, learned lady, Phyllis Hart, who's flown the flag of freedom in the fear-filled night and separated what is wrong from right and what is false from what we know is true. Like Dr. Tristan, she's red, white, and blue. WKWK.
So, Hen's okay at school?
I think they're fine. They started the spring classes all online. The students all get tested and it's free. They have to wear the masks, space socially, have separate dorm rooms. They don't share a space.
So there's no boyfriend sleeping at her place.
Dear Claire, you've been my editor for years.
A decade, Chris. So have no fears about me judging Hen. She's got some guys she's potting with. Come on, no need to lie. We were both English majors way back when. Sometimes you toss the books aside and then...
Hen's marrying her girlfriend. She's named Cher. Works at the campus pub and met her there, and they've been friends and lovers too, I guess. At least 2 years now. They're hot off the press. And now you know she's... Sorry, I mean they.
Yes, now I know they're both gay.
Well, that's the thing.
This is confusing.
Very. Hen's realized they're non-binary. You do know what that means?
Chris, I'm not Phil. I understand the concept.
but she never will. Sex isn't gender, and gender's not sex. But how will they tell your crazy ex?
Hens asked if I would tell her. They're aware that Phyllis just can't understand or care to hear Hen's been unhappy since we split. They were just 12 or 13, I forget. Mandy was 3 years older, so she knew how bad things had become between us two. She loved her mother more. But little Hen, they cried and sobbed and screamed a lot, and then I moved out, quit teaching, started here. Gave Phyllis all the stuff, house free and clear.
And shared your daughter's care and custody.
Well, Mandy was with Phyllis, Hen with me, and we've sustained an edgy peace of sorts, not like some horror stories of divorce. I financed Hen's tuition, got some loans, while Mandy turned it down, just stayed at home.
She's like her mother. They're self-educated.
More accurate to say indoctrinated. That woman was a Luddite, like the Amish. When desktops first came out, like, she abolished my first, an Apple, to the basement depths, and never would go near the thing unless she got a can down there from her piled hoard.
A can of what? Fruit cocktail?
Oh my lord. There's such a maze now, like a dragon's lair. These cans, boxes, and bags stuffed everywhere. It's gathered dust for years. It's out of date.
You mean expired?
Fossilized. I am afraid. There's pyramids of medical supplies, toilet paper, plastic zip ties. She fantasizes going off the grid, or used to do it till she flipped her lid and found her way online with a laptop. And like the shelves of food, she couldn't stop. She leapt down all these rabbit holes of crap, conspiracies, Trump tweets, right on her lap. She hears that Tristan podcast without cease. The nut who's featured in your next new piece. She's dogmatized. Reality's a dream. She won't believe a drop of what's mainstream.
The net's killed the news. So many niches. They forced us out of print, those sons of bitches. When my father owned this paper, he employed 100 people. Now, I admit I've toyed with firing all the 30 of you left. Opinion cells, not facts. There's been no theft of fucking votes. They've swiped the public's trust. And worse, we're sliced in half. It's them or us.
You know that I agree. We've said before, we might be verging on uncivil war. Oh, hell. It's Phyllis. Claire, I gotta go.
10 minutes more. That podcast Phyllis listens to, WK. Tonight, online, we've planned the expose.
WK, W2K. Our dearest frequent caller, Phil, has been out driving to her publisher, and then she'll grace our nightly podcast. So you'll hear about the crowning peak in her career, a monumental reference to correct the American language in effect. It's not American English, as they say, 'cause true Americans never speak that way. But tune in and you'll hear the sultry tone of luscious Phyllis Hart, straight from her phone, plunging those righteous words into our souls as we surrender to her tugs and pulls, making us naked, bare and in the light, shivering with excitement in his might. That's all for now. The doctor's back at 8. Donate those funds today, right now. Don't wait. WK, W2K.
My darling ex. Whoa! Tell me where you are. Why are you in the backseat of your car?
Just listen.
Bill, that's weird for even you. Why are you lying down?
It's strange that's true, but look, you have to help. It seems I took some copies from a print shop of my book.
Yeah, Belle emailed a hefty PDF. I just got it this morning, and unless you give me time, I can't help make it better, as you demanded in that snarky letter.
I wrote that months ago. That ship has sailed. And I knew it was futile when I mailed that plea for you to just once recognize my labors all these years before your eyes, but that's not why I'm calling you
There's
right now.
no way, Belle, I can possibly plow through all that in a month, even a year. You should have sent it bit by bit. That's clear. One page after another.
Oh, and hear you laugh about it? Watch you sneer, tear it in half? Listen to me.
You know we grew apart. I just can't share your fear of plots against you everywhere. Your treatment of our daughters. Little hen who's tried to show their love time and again, but you won't.
Listen! The cops are here. Now, I stole those copies. Now, it's very clear that I might go to jail because that putz at Kinko's, he was one of those...
You're nuts! What have you done? Where are you? Very far?
Ma'am, put that down and please exit the car.
Oh, shit.
She's one of those. This is a disgrace, you...
Come on, ma'am, or we might just have to tase you.
WK! W2K! WK! W2K!
I'm just so flustered, sweetie. Little pet. I didn't want to trouble you, and yet I couldn't reach your father not at home, so I called you. Now, are you alone? Look all around you. Is your friend there? Cher?
I told you, it's just me and my Airbnb. Now, where did you say Mom was, Belle? She's on the lam?
That's right. She robbed a store. She's in a jam like Catwoman, except Phil won't be masked. She gets upset when she's been asked at Kroger or Safeway. She throws fits like, Pumpkin! My cat hisses and spits. Puts it on her head and not her face.
Please, Belle, focus. And tell me the place you say she's robbed, a grocery of some type?
No, Penny, no. Your mother swiped her books. Buletti, Kinko's Massacre. I think she killed the manager. Oh, Lord. It's your friend, Cher. She's called before, but I think she wants to speak of love some more.
Oh, Hen! I need to speak to Auntie Belle, but not now, when you're on the call as well. I'll ring back later.
Yes, now's not the time for words of love. With your mother's awful crime, with her willful slaughter of a BIPOC man.
What BIPOC man? What words of love?
Oh, damn. I've spilled the beans. Oh, well, Cher, go ahead. Despite your mother's carnage, let's instead discuss the love and lust which you've expressed. Yes, Penny, yes. I've passed the test of your friend's Cher's explicit declaration of this illicit love, this celebration of female bonds waiting to be forged, of lusty appetites that must be gorged.
And did you tell Mom of this before her theft? My God, it drove her nuts. Totally bereft of any former sense of right and wrong.
What's going on? My God, explain. How long before you tell me, one of you, just what the fuck you're speaking of?
You saucy slut. No coyness. You've confessed, and now it's clear there's no returning to the closet here.
So Cher told you, and we've nothing to hide?
You can't disguise the love you feel inside. These social masks which drove your mom to crime, she'll discover that love is love in time.
It's not our love she means, you understand.
Our love is precisely what I mean.
Oh, damn.
Delay the awkward big reveal. It's Mandy, of all the times to be interrupted. How handy.
Aunt Belle, did Mom call you? She's still not home. I've tried to reach her, but she's not answering her stupid phone. Oh, Hen, it's you and your unlawfully intended to, Sharon.
Who's Sharon? Oh, do you mean Cher?
Oh, fuck this shit! The one thing we should care about right now is where our mother's at. Mandy, Belle said she called this morning, that she's robbed a Kinko's, maybe hurt someone.
Oh, damn, she's nuts. And did you have a gun or something? Automatic rifle? Knife?
Our mom?
Dear Phyllis?
No, not
in
in your life. She's different, Cher, but she's not dangerous. She's threatened by what's new, what's changed for us. Hen's off at college, Dad's a journalist.
Phil thinks he's mainstream media and she's pissed. He hates those Tristan podcasts she adores.
So now she's gone berserk. She's robbing stores.
Your mother swiped her books because they overcharged, so she's a crook by circumstantial evidence, not by habit. At times like this, she just gets twitchy, like a rabbit. Speaking of twitchy bunnies, here's your dad.
Belle, what the hell?
He seems a little mad.
Who else is on this call? Oh, and you're there.
And Mandy.
Your future in-law, Cher.
He knows?
Of course.
We told him months ago.
You knew she'd propose.
Of course I'd know. She said she loved me on our second date.
But she loves me.
What? She loves you?
Jesus, can this wait? I've known that Hen's non-binary for years. They want to marry Cher, and it appears that Belle's a bit confused, which isn't new, because clearly Cher intends to wed Hen too.
She flirted with me, offered lewd suggestions. That was a joke.
Well, I have a few questions. When we played Mall, was that all just a game? A little laughing match to fan my flames while you forced me to reveal my true desires, while you danced, laughing in my burning fires.
Belle, sister, douse your sparks until I'm through. Can we please talk of Phyllis? Wait, are you?
Wow. Quite the liberated group you've got here, Papa Chris. Sweet Belle, you know you're hot. You'll find another woman for your bed. And Manders, maybe get a dog instead. We hope to somehow get your mom's okay, but I'll marry Hen regardless, either way.
Well, it seems, dear Mandy, we've been left on our own. Oh! Look, I think that's Phyllis on the phone.
Thank God they let you out. I paid your bail and then stopped by Kinko's when I left the jail, paid for the books, made your apologies.
You sure there won't be any legal fees?
I gave him back his phone, so all is well. Glad you're in your car out of that cell.
I'll drive home after I sit here a while. Thanks, Chris. I'm
Grateful, Mom?
That's right. And I'll remember what we talked about tonight. About the book, that it's no good.
No, quite the opposite. It's well-researched, it's thick, a classic New York Times bestseller pick. The reference lovers, God, they'll surely cite it. There's that little flaw.
I didn't write it.
What?
Your mother labored daily, didn't vary, to copy Merriam-Webster's dictionary.
Not all of it. I left out what was wrong.
That's right, as words you disliked came along, you simply wouldn't copy them by hand.
They're wrong. So someone had to take a stand. Our native tongue, it needed a firm cleaning. I purified the content in the meanings, omitted foreign phrases, Latin roots, left out the sex, the swearing, what pollutes the language of our forefathers, the true American tongue, red, whitest white, and blue.
So here's a tiny sampling of the massive words omitted. Let's start with ass.
It had to go. It makes kids laugh and squirm. It's not a word that they should have to learn.
Butt, anus, anal, rectum, crack and shit.
Doo-doo and rear take care of all of it.
Erection, foreskin, Sexy and erotic. Pudenda? Nipple? Sperm?
My God, Hen, you weren't joking. She's psychotic.
Democracy is gone. And journalist. No drag or gay or queer?
Oh, now I'm pissed.
Ah, but there's less. She's also left behind such impure phrases as an open mind.
It's asinine. How can a brain be shut?
Ah, the answer to that question's not clear cut. You excised welfare, healthcare, the free press.
So there won't be freeloaders paying less. The press is free. It's on the internet. You don't have to pay for all you get. Like all the facts the mainstream press won't tell. The hard, cruel truths that wouldn't sell as well as puppies, TikTok, what you had for lunch, those mall events, those singers in a bunch, flash mobs, and riots for no cause at all.
Oh, like the riots at the Capitol?
Bill, you got rid of liberal, secular, pro-choice, the Rainbow Coalition, the People's Voice, equality and civil rights.
Who cares? Those things divide the country. That's what tears our families and national pride to bits. If there's one thing that we don't need now, then it's those words that separate us into sides. So I've left love and prayer and butterflies and pure and good and sweet and beautiful, obedient, courteous and dutiful. If you erase the evil crap,
Crap's gone. It went with ass.
you still have joy and song and family and little girl and daughter and all the happy things I thought I taught her. I left out less than all the good I kept, scribbling away while you all slept.
My God.
For all those years? Handwritten scads of piles of all those stupid legal pads.
I typed thousands of those yellow pages with frickin' tea and cookies for my wages.
But you'd have been repaid when they were sold. Within the week. That's what I was told by Tristan. WKW2K.
That podcast?
Yes.
Watch it every night. This Dr. Tristan teaches Mom and me and Belle
Not much.
about conspiracies, like Hen's professors in our courses there. You see, these people spread lies everywhere to hide the real stuff done in pizza shops, like white slavery, pedophiles, and these black ops, and hoarding toilet paper, burning flags. They spray paint messages with secret tags on walls and stuff to get inside your head.
But so you believe this Tristan guy instead? Evading all mainstream journalism to avidly mainline his dogmatism?
You can't believe their news. The president...
Okay, Mandy, enough. Now let's prevent harsh words.
Or vomit.
Puke.
That might erupt. Phil wants to speak to Hen.
But...
Don't interrupt.
Your dad explained about you and your friend. I didn't want to see, so I'd pretend that you were just a tomboy. But of course, it's clear you hated me when the divorce broke up our family, when you chose your dad.
I didn't...
So I prayed it was some fad that you get tired of.
Oh, here we go.
But I was just so scared for you, you know? I wanted you to have a normal life, to find a job you loved, or be a wife. But with someone who's better than your father.
Mom, I know Dad did his best.
Thank you.
No bother. But now I found a wife. Her name is Cher. And now my pronouns are they, them, and their.
I just can't.
Don't say that. Give it some time.
Come home, Mom. Tristan's show will be online. He thinks he'll call in.
Mandy, Hun, you're right. We've got to all listen to his show tonight. I think we'll hear that Doc Tristan at last may have to deal with shadows from his past and show us all he's not the man he seems, that he's the stuff of nightmares, not of dreams. We'll all talk later. Now let Hen and Phil chat for a bit. They've got some business still.
It's okay, Mom. No, it's okay. I know. I know. It's okay.
So, Doctor, I don't mean to boast, but I edit the Cuyahoga Post and we wrote a column on your show.
On my humble little podcast? Nice to know I have some champions in the local news.
That's the thing. We wondered why you choose to advertise you're from this town, this state.
Oh, I have branches of my WK all over our country. The US of A. Welcome, neophyte, unto the clan. Kinfolk. We're family, you understand? We kneel together, clasp our hands, entwine. My soft hand interacts, mingles with thine. What did you say your name was? Is it Claire? Well, now you're never alone. I'm always there.
That gives me such a feeling. I can't say.
Sweet one, our words often obstruct our way to true communion, joining of our flesh. Send me a picture of yourself. Refresh the doctor's laptop with a link. A video of yourself. Something you think reveals your spiritual nature in all its glory.
First, let me verify parts of our story. The piece we'll run tomorrow states that you are part of a group that hates non-whites, non-Christians, liberals everywhere, non-heterosexuals, nuns.
This isn't fair. I thought you were a fan.
All feminists, the Democrats, of course, and journalists.
Not true. Fox News is usually okay, except when they're not.
You're from Santa Fe, New Mexico. You live with your mom, named Karen. Of course she is. Who's an ex-con?
She never robbed that goodwill. She was framed. She only held the gun, so she got blamed instead of Daddy. It was all his plan. They always jail the woman, not the man. How did...
Your hate group calls itself the Plague. Your last name's Putterson, first name Craig.
You hear this? Witch hunt, deep state, fake news, fraud, my faithful listeners. Wow. I must applaud the crazy fabrications that you spew. I'm sure you'll print them in your paper, too. But, lady, what you reap is what you sow. So you beware, because we know what we know. WK.
W2K, that's right. You mutter that mantra every night. Your smug, self-righteous little acronym, your stupid sing-song signal like a hymn. We know what we know. WKWWK. It's trite and stupid. An empty cliche like it is what it is or real is real. Let Trump be Trump. You know, boys will be boys. Well, Craig, it's time to put away your toys. Shut your laptop, your microphone, and all the podcast gizmos that you own. Tell your mom that now the bathroom's free. That tub's acoustics suck, if you ask me. And rest assured, we've informed authorities who nail purveyors of conspiracies, such as Putterson and all your kind. The cops will call you soon. I hope you don't mind. Any last words, Craig? Or Dr. T?
Mom! This ain't the last of me. My loving herd. Just stand back and stand by. And we will kill these mother...
My. The good doctor hath fallen in the tub, but we're sure his mommy will help him up. To those of you still listening, let this be some proof that there is a means of getting at the truth. We need to come together, question, ask how we can aid each other in the task of ending thoughtless hatred, crimes, fighting, demeaning others, violence, this gaslighting that wants you to deny your eyes, your mind, and travel in the world as if you're blind, colliding with a sharp-edged, unseen danger because you're stuck inside an echo chamber, hearing nothing but the loudest screams that drown out our unity, our dreams. So listen to your neighbor. End this fearful plague and shut your ears to hate mongers like Craig. Beware, lest you reap what others sow. There's so much more than what you think you know.
Actually lowered taxes for 95% of working Americans. I would say that would be false. That would be false. I mean, now they're talking about a VAT tax. You don't believe it? No. Wouldn't that be our plan to allow them just to have them get their health care from emergency room when you turn raises everyone else's health care costs? Sure, there should be a lot of things that can be done. I don't have all the answers. The government is not the answer. So this is some private company that might have to make a profit off of it.
The U.S.